Hi everyone, I've just been eating a bit of chocolate bunny, so firstly, thank you for all the lovely comments and well wishes and people saying please look after myself. I am looking after myself, thank you so much. I looked at that video earlier today and I said, geez, I really do look exhausted, especially the picture it captured. It's like, I was a bit tired. The reason I was lying down is that was the most comfortable position in that room because there's no chairs with backs, and I couldn't use this little phone which I use for these, and so otherwise you'd be getting someone that looks like this. But I just blew a hair off the thing. But yeah, I was a little bit tired. I get what I call intuition bombs, and that was why I'm like, when I pulled those cards, the animal cards out, I kept it there until I was ready to go on because I was like, wow. And it went on for quite a bit too. As I said, don't expect me to hear me just drop the F-bomb very often either, because it's not something I generally do. Not on my videos anyway. But yeah, it's like sometimes it just, you have to say it. So I am using the Healing Yourself reading cards. I've got the book handy because each of these cards, they've got either a statement or some keywords with them, but it's written in the book, not on the cards. There's a title to the card, but the statement or keyword isn't there. So I'm going to do the 3 cards, and these ones are by Inna Segal, Innasegal. Okay, and let's have a look. I think I'll do this with the cards today rather than just draw 3 off the top. This one. This one. Shuffle again. They're quite large cards. Well, the oracle cards generally are larger, so let's see. Just see if we can move this so that you can move my notebook. I will also be doing recording a longer session later today. So with the tarot cards, but that's a bit later. Anyway, so card 1, Inner Child, number 16. Alchemy, number 25. These are gorgeous cards. Ooh. Oh, a sexual art. Ooh. I think this one, don't forget, don't feel bad if you still need to boink someone. Boink. Oh, I'm so classy today. Again, thank you again for all the kind thoughts. Inner child. Your inner child is urging you to lighten up a little, get out of your comfort zone and have fun. Have fun. Well, that's really, really a healthy message. And with many of us around the world, we're basically stuck at home. Some of us have a little bit of extra space. I was thinking the other night that I'd count up how many pavers we have to the... we've got a path of pavers to the letterbox. And I was thinking how to make the most of a trip to the letterbox. And I was thinking counting up how many pavers and designing a snakes and ladders game and making up a big die just to have a bit of fun. Some people have been dressing up to take their bin out to the curb from all over the world. This group is getting things. Have a little bit of fun. Play with your kids. Play games if that's what your family does. Or if you've got a bit of an outside space, go out and be a bit silly. Put music on and dance around and just have a little bit of fun. Don't think that you can't do that because of what's happening in the world. You should do that. Take the opportunity to, have fun. It'll help relax you. It'll help lower stress levels. It's a really, really, really insightful card, this one. Share laughter and share a bit of fun. And don't feel bad if you do. Don't feel you can't do that. I can't be a little bit childish today because people are dying. Yes, people are dying, and we can't do anything to stop that. But the best thing we can do for those people, especially if we have people who are ill in our own families and all that, is to stay well. And part of that is being mentally healthy and having a little bit of fun and letting yourself joke and play a little bit is a really, really good message. Alchemy, number 25. What's the keywords on that one? I have a snuffle today, but it's a really hot day here in Western Australia, in Perth. Very hot day, 36 degrees centigrade. I don't know what that is Fahrenheit, but I think it's up in the 90s. Okay, alchemy. The path you are on is about to go through a very powerful transformation. Nothing is how it seems. We are all on a path that is taking our societies, different societies, wherever they are in the world and how they are, and pretty much turning them on their heads, especially at the Western society especially. We're being turned upside down and turned on our heads. Some societies, such as in China, well, they just do as they're instructed to do, and their life will get back to what it was before. Well, despite. But other countries, it's been 100 years since we've had to deal with something that kills so many. SARS was pretty deadly, but it was over quick. It actually affected, I think the figure was 7 million people, SARS, so we haven't reached SARS levels of infection. But as for mortality rate, that's what it set us on a path where we have to think about how we've been living our life, what we've been doing, how we've been doing things. And obviously one of the things that comes out of this is the mix of the way we've been doing things has not necessarily been the best way. We have to find a new mix to go about our daily lives. Alchemy is about the mixing of elements. We have to take a look at the key elements of our daily lives, whether it's how we get to and from work, how we get to see people in far distant places, how we communicate with others, how we go and just simply stock up for supplies, and take all those elements and do it, how we get our energy. Look at a different mix. Sexual arts. How's that for my extremely bad French accent? Very bad French accent. This is about to get saucy. Tip the phone over. Perhaps the phone is in shock. Oh, I can't go there. Don't you dare make me cover that card. Well, bad luck. Bring more light into your sexuality. It's got here, keeping sexuality alive is an art form very, very few people truly understand. Don't buy into the myth that sexual attraction eventually dies in long-term relationships. You know what? A lot of people probably spending more time with their partner than they've spent in a long time. And look at it as a chance to rediscover each other. Rediscover what you found sexy about that person, what attracted you to them, and rediscover new things that you maybe never thought of, that maybe they didn't have at the time you met them, but that they have now, or they've developed now, that are dead sexy. You know, it's good for your relationships. Again, it's a healthy thing to do. Might be a bit hard if you've got kids around all the time. But, you know, if you've got an attic space or something, make it into a nice little getaway space. I know in America that some people have attic spaces. If you have that and it's not your, make it into a nice little getaway spot with some nice blankets, nice pillows and lit candles or whatever. Make it into a nice romantic little spot. And you say to your kids, hey, you know, you guys just sit and watch what you're doing. Watch what your shows and all that. Yeah. And don't say, Mum and Dad are going to sneak off for some alone time. You'll have kids gagging all over the place. But just say, you know, maybe I'm going to have a bit of a rest, and then Dad sneaks off with them. So I don't want to be disturbed or something. I don't know. I don't have kids. We don't have that issue. We don't have an attic either. If we had kids in this house, there'd be nowhere to get away with it. So if you do have an attic space or something, use it. You're lucky. Yeah, so use the time to rediscover what drew you to your partner and what you love about them and what you find sexy about them. And their confidence. What about their level of confidence that you find sexy and attractive? Yeah. So this is a bit of a different read today with the cards. Laugh, play. Think about how you can do things differently in your everyday lives, how you can make things work differently, the different elements. And look at your partner. Reassess them. Look for things that maybe they didn't have a long time ago that they have now. You might think, wow, that is dead sexy. Anyway, I love you all, guys, and I will see you later on. Bye-bye.